I will
Get
just
it,
write
pilot.
it. Come on,
Get
man.
it,
What are you
pilot.
talking about?
There you go, baby.
Listen, we had drizzle back then too. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Some drip.
That's a drip. Yes, sir.
Well, coaches, this is where we, turn the page and truly look toward the next opponent. We're going on the road again. Another rivalry, in-state rivalry, smaller venue, but just as much cantankerous against us, as my grandma would say. We're on the road to Colorado State.
Cantankerous.
Oh yeah. Now they came in here last year. Well, let me let the fans know something. Historically speaking, this game has been played at Mile High Stadium.
Right.
For about 20 years or so. It just moved to campuses last year. We hosted first, win the overtime. Now we go to their venue. Back-to-back road games, back-to-back rivalries. How do you keep the guys focused on the task at hand?
Man, I tell you what, I don't, personally, from what I've seen, I don't think there's a problem. I think they understand, the guys especially that were here last year, they totally understand what this game's all about. And I think the new guys have kind of got a bad taste in their mouth about what happened in Nebraska. So they ready, they locked in and, ready to take care of business. I did hear this. I didn't hear that this is going to be the first sellout in their new stadium's history. So there's a sellout Saturday night. I did hear it was going to do one. Man, I tell you right now, all I could hear last year was people on the East Coast back home talking about, Coach, I was up till 2 o'clock watching y'all's game last year. So I hope you ain't playing till 2 o'clock in the morning like last year. But it is 7:30 Eastern time, right?
Yeah.
Eastern time.
7:30 Eastern.
7:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Mountain time.
Yeah.
6:30 Pacific time for you folks. No, not Pacific. Daggone.
That's
Central time.
6:30.
Central time.
Yeah, Central.
I ain't offend nobody with that mistake. I've been offending folks with my mistakes.
As long as you don't try to tell them what time it is in Ireland.
Yeah,
you'll be all right.
I don't have any idea what time it is in Ireland. So I'm leaving Ireland. Hey, speaking of Ireland, man, y'all know I messed up last week too, right?
What happened? What
Yeah, I
you
did mess
You
up.
did something else?
I said roast beef.
Oh, dude.
And it's corned beef. I got called out too.
Will you leave them people alone, man?
Hey, I ain't saying nothing else about folks
Please
in Ireland.
leave them
I'm
people
leaving
alone.
them folks alone.
Yeah.
I'm leaving them
Good
alone.
folks over there,
alone.
man.
Yes. Anyway, going back to the game. we back on. Listen, this Saturday night is going to be electric. The game is going to be unbelievable. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've been a part of rivalry games in the past at the high school level, at the college level. When I tell you two teams hate each other, these two teams hate each other. I'm telling you right now. They what they call it, Rocky Mountain Showdown?
Rocky Mountain Showdown.
Rocky Mountain Showdown, but let me go and tell you, there's some bad blood in the Rocky Mountain Showdown.
Yeah.
So we're going to find out. There ought to be some popping Saturday night.
So that stadium is new, huh?
It's a new stadium. It's
How
a new
long has it
stadium.
been?
I don't know how long it's been, but from what I understand, this will be the first sellout.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I'm excited about that, man.
I am too, man.
Gonna be a big crowd
good,
there.
dog.
Tell you what, though,
That's gonna be really good.
I think if they'd have known that Prime was gonna come to Colorado, they might not have had this home and home deal. They might have stayed at the big stadium at Mile High.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I bet that would have sold out, huh?
Fill that joker up. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that would have been.
Yes,
big.
sir. Can you imagine?
Wow. No
Be out
doubt.
there? Ain't no doubt. But
Defensively, Coach Hart, what's the keys on your side to make sure the guys start fast and end well and all that?
Well, I think it comes with fundamentals, of course, first sticking with your fundamentals and making sure you're consistent in that, and then understand what reads you're getting. Location of the formation, where the back is, all those type of things. They kind of give you a clue of what you're gonna get, and then on top of that, we know how Mommy has a lot to do with that offense. His son is there, so. You want to make sure you understand the tempo game and get the rhythm of that and make sure you know what you're getting from hash to hash, from the 20 to the 35 and then the alumni zone and so forth. Right. Because once you run that tempo as an offense, there's certain plays they have built into that so they can line up quick and go, And the thing about that is if you understand the formations, you'll see the telltales because they can't hide much when you go tempo, Right. It's line up and go, and so we get those things down, man, and the communication is right, we can be successful with 11 hats running to the ball. That is the fundamental key of defense, is effort. It is the one fundamental key of defense is effort. Before technique, before anything else, you gotta have complete effort by 11 guys getting to the ball, and you can change any type of situation.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something else. Our defensive staff is leaving no stone unturned this week because I know that Coach Rob, and Livingston and Coach D. Lou have met with Coach Brett Bartoloni and Coach Gunnar White this week, because Brett and Gunnar coached with the guys at CSU when they were at Nevada. So I know we're leaving no stone unturned this week, man, from the defensive side of the ball. I can see that right now.
Yeah. Want to be thorough, man. You know, want to keep doing what we do best. And just so you guys know, I mean, that's what we do every game.
Yeah.
You know, being thorough. So that part hasn't changed as far as how we're going about our game plan and the research we do. But I think what you do for the kids, what it shows for the kids is that, hey, we believe in our system,
right,
and how we do things. And we're going to continue to do things. And the ship will be righted. We'll win our games. And we'll get to a place that we can get in here and have the black and gold screaming as loud as they can.
That's right.
For the Colorado Buffaloes.
And I got all the receipts I'm saving. I'm screenshotting anything and everything I see, because, you know, folks out there running their mouth right now. They act like Coach Prime ain't won 2 conference championships already. We won't get into all that though. I'm showing a little bitterness right here. Yeah. I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But just best believe I'm going click. I'm saving my receipts.
Absolutely. And from a 30,000 foot standpoint, what I've been encouraging fans or haters or anybody that's viewing is simply this: Coach Prime expressed a couple of goals before we start the season. Goal 1, get Miss Peggy to a bowl game. That is still very much on the table.
Absolutely.
Goal 2, get to the Big 12 championship.
Yes.
We haven't even played a conference game yet.
Correct.
That is still on the table. So I understand that we lost Nebraska, a woulda, coulda, shoulda moment for us. But as it relates to what we have set forth this season, nothing has been removed from opportunity of being able to reach that.
Yeah, it's week 2. It's week 2 going into week 3. And of course, it's a rivalry game. So yeah, we wanted to win that for Colorado. We wanted to win that for the Buff fans, for the players, for ourselves. We definitely did. We wanted to put our best foot forward. We did come short. We take that. And again, just like I talked about earlier with adversity, you take that and you learn from it. And you keep climbing and you reach new heights. And you challenge each other to get better. I mean, you don't gain muscle by not lifting weights. You lift weights and you strain.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, you sweat. You feel a little pain.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get through it. Even sometimes get, you know, my old age, big old age, get a little hurt sometimes and banged up.
No doubt.
Getting cold tub. Who that cold tub, boy? That thing don't never get no better now.
No.
That cold tub. And
You got to get your mind right.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get your mind right.
You know what I want? This is what I want the fans to do. Regardless if you do a sport or not, I want you to go to your gym or wherever there's a cold tub is, and I just want you to stick your foot in there, your ankle, and leave it in there. Minute. What you think? 2 minutes? No, that may be too long. Huh?
A minute.
Yeah. If you ain't never done it, look, just put it in there.
So we ain't there for like, how long do you get in there for?
Man, what?
Like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, but
It's 55 degrees, folks. It's 55 degrees.
yeah, I cheat though.
Let me go and tell you.
I usually get out a little bit early.
Dude,
But yeah,
Coach,
it's 10 minutes is what
yeah.
you're supposed to do.
10 minutes is what you're supposed to do, but
Yeah.
if I can get 3 to 5, I feel accomplished.
Yeah, it's a high five.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give you a high five.
That's right.
Yeah.
That thing's something
Well,
else.
from an offensive standpoint, man, we have definitely got to handle some of the things Nebraska did to us, because they got coaches. They're gonna try the same stuff. You know, we got to handle the line stunts. We got to handle some of the pressures that Nebraska gave us. They gave our guys some problems. And, you know, that's not just on the O-line. You know, a lot of people want to blame the O-line every time the quarterback gets hit, every time he gets sacked. You know, it could be a receiver didn't break a route just right, and it made Shador have to hold the ball for an extra count, and he wasn't suspended. Yeah. You know, it could be, you know, sometimes it's your quarterback that holds it just a little bit too long, and things just maybe he looked at the wrong side or whatever. He thought he saw something else, and they disguised what they did. Or maybe it was a running back didn't pick up something. But regardless of the issue, we got to do a better job of picking up their line stunts and the pressure they're obviously going to do against us. Another thing, we've got to be able to run the ball better. We've got to be able to run the ball. I think we found some things in the second half that we were able to hit a couple of outside zone plays with Dallin, and you know, we got to be able to do that earlier in the game. Yeah. You know, and not that we're going to become a, you know, grind it out, you know, run the ball team, but we've got to be able to take some pressure off our quarterback and help Shador out, so he's got a good run game to go along with it. Because I can tell you right now, he has shown when he has a good run game, he's unstoppable. Yeah. You know, so we got to do a better job there. And then from another standpoint is we've just got to go out there and do our job, execute our job, not try to do too much. Because I think what happened last week is, you know, when we got down 14, we started having guys try to do too much. And when you try to do too much, you end up making more mistakes. So we just got to stay within ourselves, remember who we are, and remember what kind of team we have. And remember, college football games are long.
That's right.
I mean, they are long games. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, when we were down 28-0 at halftime, I had I had a lot of confidence in the fact that if we just settle down,
We'll be okay.
we'll be okay.
Yeah.
And we'll make a game out of this. And so, you know, I've seen that happen too many times in college football. It's a long game. You got plenty of time. And, you know, we like I said, we just got out of our element a little bit Saturday. And, we're going in this Saturday. And I think one thing we got to do is we got to maintain our composure. We got to keep the main thing. We're going to Fort Collins to win a football game. We're not going there to get into a verbal dispute with their team, because you know, I know some stuff happened last year before the game got going, and on the field and stuff there was some, you know, but you know what, here's the thing, it's like we said earlier, that happens at every college football game. I have not ever been to a college football game when the two teams warming up aren't talking trash before the game. That happens. The difference is we got cameras going and we're not scared to put it on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. We open our scars up and show people, where everybody else kind of wants to keep their stuff hidden.
That's right.
We out here. We out here because we want to show you what it's like. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to the trip, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
You know.
It's about an hour down the road or something like that, right? Something like that.
I don't even think it's an hour.
Oh, really? An hour, dog.
Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be like that back in high school. We just got on the bus and
boom.
ride to the game.
that thing, man.
Hey, we gonna hit that bus on the way back. Only difference is we just in nicer buses.
I tell you, that's the whole thing about away games, man, is the trip there is the sanctuary time, right?
Yes,
and then,
no doubt.
Of course, when the game kicks off, that's a whole nother sanctuary.
Yes.
But then everything else falls away. That's why I love this game so much. You know, anything outside noise, problems or whatever, it all kind of settles down and the ball gets kicked off, and now we're going to see.
That's right.
You know, now we're going to see, you know, who's the victor, who comes out on top.
I'm
And I like
interested to
that.
see how much
I
green's
like
in
that
the
a lot.
stand, how much black's in the stand.
I think it's going to be,
Saturday night.
I think it's going to be a really good mixture, yeah.
I think it's gonna be good by 50-50.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of black and gold, a lot of green and gold.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
ain't too far, man.
So it's there's
Come
a
on
lot
out, baby.
listen,
Show us that support,
There's a
baby.
lot of folks here. We got some players on our team that have siblings that go to Colorado State.
You know what? I've
So-
seen that. Like,
so-
it's so connected. Man.
Yes, so I'm interested to see. I asked one of them today. I asked Ben today. You know, his sister goes to Colorado State.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked Ben. I said, "How things at the house?" He said, "Oh, my family Colorado." He said, "We don't even talk about them." So I'm like, they don't even talk about the sister at Colorado State.
Yeah.
They just talk about the bus, which I like. You know.
Yeah.
So, but I imagine it's that way a lot of households here in Colorado this week. There's a lot of going back and forth.
It's a lot of going back
You
and
know.
forth, man. That's the good thing about it is it's a whole lot of going back and forth.
Yeah.
I forgot it was somebody else who has that same type of.
Well, you know, Isaiah Harge's
Connections.
brother played for Colorado
right?
State last year. He the one that scooped and scored the fumble.
Okay.
Yeah, that was him.
his brother.
He gone, by the way.
Yeah,
He ain't with them
he-
no more. He gone. Okay. Isaiah's brother is no longer around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a lot of
anyway,
that, man.
Yeah. So that was interesting. That's interesting.
It's
and everything.
some cool stuff. Man.
Yep.
My equipment guy, his whole family graduated from Colorado State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Little Patches.
Little Patches?
Yeah, Little Patches. He's my equipment guy, man. He told me about that. I said, "What we doing then, Patches?" "Oh, man, we black and gold, baby. We black and gold."
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
care
talking
that.
about.
So that's good
right.
stuff. That's good.
Well,
You gotta
Coach,
tune in.
we got to wrap this up, man.
We got to go. We get back to work.
Got to get back to work, get ready.
Do our stuff, get ready, man. You know, we over here on our lunch break talking to y'all. You feel me? We ain't even
That's
eating.
right.
We said we gotta come get to our fans.
That's right.
And make sure y'all know we here. We gonna do the show. We here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we lost. It's on us.
That's right.
We gonna take it. Put it on our back. We strong enough. All right. Don't worry about it. We gonna carry it to the next game, and we gonna change the odds.
There
That's
you
what we
go.
gonna do. That's what we gonna do.
Tune in Saturday night. Buffs and Rams.
Yeah.
Peace.